You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
Hello, guys. Welcome to the Highly Evolved Podcast. Before we start, I just want to say if you are SJW, Socialist, Marxist, Communist, please exit the program. And on that note, guys, let's start the show. In this episode, I want to talk about the U.S. State Departments are urging people to get out of Sri Lanka to avoid further terrorist attack. All right. This was issued Friday, right, by the U.S. State Departments that said if you are a U.S. citizen, school age or whatnot, right, let's say you're a citizen, you are advised to get out of Sri Lanka due to further terrorist attack. That means there's been informations and intelligence that's saying that the Easter Sunday will not be the last attack in Sri Lanka. All right, there will be more attacks to come in highly tourist population, like malls, stores, hospital, hotels, nightclubs, etc. Right? So the United States Department just released a tweet urging people of U.S. descent to get out of Sri Lanka. All right, this is crazy. All right, so this is not going to be the last time it's going to happen in Sri Lanka. All right, this is basically primarily a terrorist attack is going to happen, right, in Sri Lanka. And when you look at Sri Lanka, they're not a big Muslim community. There's a small majority of Sri Lankans are Buddhists, right? So it's hard to distinguish who's a Muslim, who's a terrorist, who's not a terrorist. Because the video leak out there of the attack, the bomber, he looked like a regular guy. He didn't wear anything. He just went in there with a big backpack and just blow things up. All right? So there's a dire warning to U.S. citizens, mainly those people who love to trek a lot, right? This is why I don't like to go overseas to dangerous countries, right? Oh, I want to trek and travel the world. I want to do all this stuff. You know it's not safe, right? Right? Especially you don't know what you're doing. You got no tour guides, right? You don't know what's safe. You go to all these third world country, right? I'll tell you guys a story, right? Before a couple years ago, my biggest goal was to join the Peace Corps, right? Join the Peace Corps. Now, you don't know what the Peace Corps is. Basically, it's a program the United States have to build a diplomatic relationship with each developing country, try to help them with reading, writing, resources, and all that stuff, right? Aiding them, right? It's called the Peace Corps, right? Now, what they don't tell you about the Peace Corps is if you're a woman and you get raped by anybody, the Peace Corps don't have your back, because when you look at the contract you sign with the Peace Corps, is basically you're a volunteer. You volunteer this. When you volunteer, you're willingly knowing what you get yourself into. This is why the Peace Corps are not responsible for if you're getting raped, attacked, killed, because you're basically volunteering your time. All right? They're not pressuring you to do this. You volunteer. That's why in most Peace Corps it's a volunteer effort. That's what it is. You volunteer to join in there. All right? And when you volunteer, they pay for your room and board, but they don't have it. This is why a lot of rape incident happen in the Peace Corps, and these women who get raped usually get raped by their own member, or usually because they're in third world country, to get raped by the third world country, right? And then the Peace Corps are not protecting them because they signed a contract that they're volunteers. They're losing all the right because you're volunteer. You're everything responsible on you, right? And this is going back to my reason that's why I don't want to go to the Peace Corps, because if anything happened, it's on me. It's my decision, all right? And you're going to a developing nation, right? You just can't trust these people. You can't read their thoughts. Yeah, they seem to be nice. Look, they seem to be nice, saying all this stuff, but you can't read their thoughts. You don't know what their ulterior motive are. All right, that's what's so dangerous. Because you can't read these people's thought, you don't know what the true intention are. All right, this is what made me stop dropping from the Peace Corps. This made me not want to be in the Peace Corps. I withdraw my submission and didn't go further with the situation. All right. Now, I'm not saying all Peace Corps is like this. There's a lot of people who joined the Peace Corps who did a lot of good work, right? Who didn't experience this, but that's not to say that the rape and killing did not happen. Right? It's not to say, because there's a lot of stories out there that it did happen, right? Because you go to this third world country, and this is coming back to what I was saying about when you go to this third world country like Sri Lanka, India, whatever it is, China and stuff, right? When people go backpacking into these countries, right? They go and sleep in these youth hostels. These hostels are like a little hotel that everybody sleep together, community, and right, it's like a hotel, right? And these people like to go backpacking, go try outside food, right? Go to the night markets. I'm like, yeah, you go to those night markets, right? But you don't know who these people are. You go to Sri Lanka, India, Morocco, you go to their night markets. Yeah, they could pick you out of a hairbag. They could tell what's a local, what's not local. And within this tourist, you could be taken advantage of because you're a tourist, right? They know that you're not a local, and they could exploit you. This is why I'm so against all these backpackers to all these countries, watching all these YouTube channel, people going to try all these street food. You don't know what they put in this food. You don't know they put poison, diseases. They're not washing their hand. They're unsanitary, and people are eating this food. Like what one channel? Food Rangers, Mark Ween, Best Food Ever Tried, whatever the heck it is. All these YouTube channels of try to get people to go out to this place and try all this street food. I'm like, yeah, for you it's okay to do it, but when you go up to the street vendors, you don't know their motive. Remember, they're in impoverished country. When you're poor, right? When you're poor, and they see you have lots of money, you don't know what they're gonna do. I'm not saying all these street vendors are bad people, but some of them might be bad because they don't know what to do. I mean, you don't know how they're gonna react. All right? You don't know how sanitary their food is. But I digress on the sanitary food and eating the food street market. You know what my feeling on that? I don't eat street food. I don't eat from roach coaches. But back to what I'm saying, the point is you don't know who these people are. They might be terrorists, right? And they know you're a tourist. They can take advantage of you, all right? And leading back to the reason why, if you're in Sri Lanka, right, you're a citizen, you are not safe. This is why the State Departments are issuing a warning. Get out of that country because sure, it's a predominantly Buddhist country, but there are still sprinkle of Islam radicals in there, and you don't know what they're gonna do. Where are they gonna attack next? Who are they gonna aim for? All right. So best thing to do is get out while you still can. They're warning you right now. You better take that warning. All right. You better take that warning with a grain of salt. You better get out of there ASAP, right? And this is more to come. The Easter attack is just a warning right now. More stuff can happen. I'm telling you that. I bet you next week there's going to be more stuff in the news, more attacks on churches, synagogues, mosques. It's a spiritual battle right now. It's a spiritual battle by the New World Order or something like that, man. The globalists don't believe in religion, to let you know that, right? Globalists don't believe in religion. But, yeah, it's just the beginning. They're issuing, if you're a U.S. citizen and you're watching this channel right now and you're in Sri Lanka, get out while you still can. All right? If you see my channel, get out. You're not safe right now. Best thing to do, get out. Don't take my video for granted. I'm warning you. You've been warned. All right? I'm just trying to save your life here. All right? But let me know you agree. You think the U.S. government, the State Department doing the right thing, trying to warn people? You think people are just crazy these days? You think, is it safe to go to a third world country eating their food? Let me know you agree. You know, I'm not monetized by anybody. That means I'm not funded, not bounded by any outside opinion. So if you like what I do, want to share what I do, or want to help me, please like, share, subscribe. All right, share my video, subscribe my video to get the message out there. Because I'm not getting paid. I'm doing this to help people out, and I think people need the help. And on that note, guys, this is the Highly Evolved Podcast. My name is Stefan. I'll check you out the next broadcast, and you guys have a good day. Peace.